Out of a million fusion songs to choose from, which one is the most accessible to start your fusion journey? Let's learn the song, considered by many to be your gateway into the fusion world. Let's go. I'm talking about Cantaloupe Island from Herbie Hancock, because it's such a fusion classic jazz standard as well, and it's pretty accessible because it only has 3 chords, which are at least 4 bars, so you have some time to develop ideas, guys, right? We'll be studying the melody, the chords, and some improvisational ideas, but let's start with the melody. And it's so, guys, that most fusion classics jazz standards have a pretty easy melody. Now, before I start explaining the melody, here's the chord chart. 4 bars F minor 7, 4 bars D flat 9, 4 bars D minor 9, 4 bars F minor 7 again, meaning when the progression loops, you'll have 8 bars of F minor 7. That's a long time to develop ideas in the F minor world. Right? Some voicings of mine. Do this one. For the F minor 7 and D flat 9. D minor 9. Back to F minor 7, right, guys? Here's that table that everybody always asks me, that relationship between chords and scales. Don't be confused about minor 7, minor 9, minor 11. Those are minor chords, right? F minor, the D minor, you should just treat as any minor chord, minor pentatonic, minor blues scale, Dorian scale. The D flat 9 though, you don't hear major, you don't hear minor in the name, it's D flat, and then just a number means it's a dominant chord, meaning D flat mixolydian and D flat major pentatonic are very textbook scales to use. It's interesting, the melody repeats twice times 2, right? We get first, it's an F minor idea, F Dorian, F minor idea, nothing wrong. It's repeated twice, also over the D flat 9, and as you can see here, guys, well, that can be, right, because the D flat mixolydian scale, F Dorian scale, a lot of common tones, so why not? There's actually only one note that's not in the scale, should have been over the D flat 9. It's really strange, right? Repeating the same melody twice with just one note, I would say that outside even sounds better than adapting, I would say, the melody line for the D flat 9. Very interesting thing to think about, right? That's kind of the artistry that music is, guys. Second idea is, right, that's over the D minor 9. It's repeated twice, nothing too special about that one, except for this is not in the D Dorian scale either. It's also kind of a tension tone. Reminds me a little bit of some blues guitar players like Stevie Ray Vaughan would like. Right? As long as you keep it short, why not? It's kind of a bluesy tension line as well. So we've talked about the melody and the chords of Cantaloupe Island. Now let's talk a little bit about improvisation, guys, and let's learn this little line.
You serious?
Of course we're not doing that line. I'm trying to get you into the fusion world, not scare you away. So let's take one step back, look at the chord chart again. I'm not teaching the minor chords what to do over them. I'm assuming you have, as a rock, metal or blues player, enough or just a basic or good enough minor vocabulary. But let's look at the D flat 9. That's where most guitar players get into a problem, right? I'm not going to teach you here the textbook solution, which is D flat 9, it's a dominant chord, so you do a mixolydian and major pentatonic. We're not doing that. That's setting you up to sound really amateuristic, really textbooky. We're not doing that, guys. We're doing a much more pragmatical or almost organic approach. So we're in the F minor world, over the F minor 7, but then of course, what do you do, right? First of all, your ear should tell you that if you're going to accent a little bit more or dive a little bit more into F minor blues scale, right, using the blue note. But then when you explore that idea further, you say like, wow, I can use the F minor blues scale, cool. Well, This is an F minor blues scale note. It's gonna be an avoid note, right? And here's an extra note, right? So you can see in the diagram, by the way, the two green notes are common for F minor pentatonic. That blue note is really there in that D flat 9 sound, but then we also have, of course, the D flat itself. Well, if you look at it relative to the F minor world, that's an Aeolian note, that's minor 16. So the Dorian notes, that's not gonna work anymore. So now my pragmatical approach would be kind of a C Aeolian, kind of a C Aeolian blues, I would say, or a careful blues. We're not doing that. We're going for a cell-based approach. We still are thinking about F minor blues, but we're kind of really accenting that D flat 9 sound, but just going into that with that blue note of the F minor blues scale. That's how I want you to think, guys. That's cell number 1. Find it everywhere. Find it everywhere, works wonderful. Here's that green note, which is an extra note. Kind of gives a little bit of tension or mystery to that D flat 9 phase with the progression. So learn that note as well once you know your way around that first cell without the green note, right? Here's cell number 2. That's the second cell. Again, if I would go like, that would be a very minor blues scale idea, but we know there's avoid notes and actually avoid notes, and actually that's an avoid note, so the cell is just right, that's our little cell. Here's an extra note as well. It's actually the same as that in cell 1. Wow. Find it everywhere, guys, right? That's our cell number 2. I helped you guys analyzing by what do you do over the D flat 9. Big shout out to this wonderful group of people supporting me on Patreon. You can join to the description below, getting all tabs, PDFs. Also, guys, if you love this lesson, you might love this one where I go deep on using the blue note.